Hello and welcome back to the Ramayana stories. I have the new chapter for you today. The previous chapters are available on YouTube and Instagram. Zoom in, Crazy Mother. Here, the new chapter today I have is The Battle Begins. So let's start. Ravan's wife Mandodari learned about Ram's arrival to Lanka. Disturbed by the turn of events, she went to Ravan and tried convincing him. Please send Sita back to Ram and seek forgiveness. Ravan exclaimed, You are not aware of my strength and might, Mandodari. Don't you remember how I lifted the mighty Kailash mountain? All gods are at my mercy. Ram is just an ordinary man, and monkeys are our food. You want me to be fearful of them? Never. Mandodari stood by silently. To assess the strength of his rival's army, Ravan sent two spies, Shuk and Saran, to Ram's camp. Disguised as monkeys, Shuk and Saran slipped into Ram's camp. However, Vibhishan recognized Ravan's spies at once. The army of monkeys captured the spies and took them to Ram. Frightened, the spies sought forgiveness and pleaded for mercy. Ram agreed to let them go, but before doing that, he announced, Tell Ravan to return Sita or he will have to face dire consequences. When Shuk and Saran told Ravan about Ram, he said furiously, I will never return Sita to Ram. I am ready for the battle. Meanwhile, Ram and Ravan began preparing their respective armies for battle. After consulting his ministers, Ram sent Angad as an envoy to Ravan's court. He wanted to give Ravan a last warning. When the Lankans saw Angad, they froze with fear. Whispering to each other, they said, The monkey who destroyed Lanka has come back. What would he do now? Scared, all of them dispersed to make way for him. When Angad reached Ravan's court, he introduced himself as the son of Vali and Ram's envoy. As instructed by Ram, he asked Ravan to return Sita and surrender. Ravan roared with laughter. I will pardon your rude behavior because you are my friend Vali's son. But I am amazed at your willingness to befriend the one who killed your father, Vali. Ravan and Angad got into an argument. When Ravan refused to make peace with Ram, Angad stepped forward and said, Before you begin the fight, try to move my foot. If you can move it even an inch, I promise I will lay down my arms. Ravan commanded his courtiers to hold Angad by his foot and throw him out. None of Ravan's courtiers could make him move. Finally, Ravan came forward. When he bent, his crown fell off. Angad picked it up and flung it away. Embarrassed, Ravan returned to his throne. Angad challenged Ravan again and returned to the camp after conveying Ram's message. Ravan's mother, Kekasi, too warned him of the unfortunate outcome of the battle with Ram. But Ravan refused to pay any heed. On the first day of the battle, many great warriors were massacred. The following day, Ravan arrived on the battlefield with his army. Ram confronted Ravan and a battle raged between the two. Ram destroyed Ravan's chariot, unarmed and helpless. Ravan returned on foot to his palace. Unawed by his defeat, Ravan ordered that his younger brother Kumkaran be woken up. Kumkaran had performed a yajna to please Lord Brahma. As he wished for a boon from Brahma, his tongue was tied by Goddess Saraswati. Hence, instead of uttering the word Indrasana, the seat of Indra, he asked for Nindrasana, the bed for sleeping, and then Kumkaran slipped into deep slumber for months. Now, on Ravan's command, a battalion was sent to awaken Kumkaran to add strength to his mighty Lankan army. Okay, so this was the end of this chapter. I will come back with the next chapter of the Ramayana stories. Till then, listen to my stories on my YouTube and Instagram channel, Zoom In Crazy Mother. And yes, don't forget to share, subscribe and like to my stories. We'll come back with the next story of Ramayana. Do listen to it. Bye bye. Take care.